Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture session on management and economics. Myself Anil Kumar MM. I am working as an assistant professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Maharaja Institute of Technology, Mysore. In the previous sessions, we have discussed the main functions of the management, that is the controlling and directing. In this session, we are going to discuss the communication and coordination. The communication and coordination, it is a part of the directing and controlling, the part of the functions of the management. Okay. Now let us discuss what is communication and then the coordination. First, what is communication? Communication, it is nothing but just you are passing the information and understanding from one person to other. We can call it as communication. One of the greatest problem of the communication is illusion. It has to be accomplished. Okay, we can very oftenly we can see that what we are going to say or what we are intended to say was not exactly what the other people has understood. So the communication, it is one of the important function of the management. Okay, the communication, that is highly essential, and that is one of the important function of the management, and also a good system, and this is must for every organization or every business organization to accomplish the objectives of the organization or to achieve the goals of the organization. The communication is must. If the communication is not good or communication is not proper or bad communication, that will be leads to misunderstanding, that will create misunderstanding. If the communication is not proper, the misunderstanding is created between among the employees or among the managers or among the subordinates. Okay, and this bad communication, that will leads to confusion, that will create the confusion, or the repetition will be takes place in the work, or duplication of the work and overlapping of the work will be happen, and it creates lot of confusion. Okay, and then generally the loss of efficiency will be decreases. So the communication is must, and good communication is highly essential in the organization for achieving the objectives of the organization. Okay, so the coming to the definition of the communication, communication is nothing but just creating and sharing of the information or ideas or facts or viewpoints or the sentiments among the people, from one person to other person to reach the understanding. That is called as communication. Okay, communication is nothing but just they are creating and the sharing of the information or ideas or facts or viewpoints or the sentiments. Okay, from one person to other person to reach the common understanding, we can call it as the communication. Or you can also say that the communication is nothing but just we are exchanging of the ideas. The exchanging of the ideas or informations or the facts from one person to other, we can call it as the communication. Okay, communication, the effectiveness of this communication. The effectiveness of this communication, that will highly or largely depends upon the proper understanding, means what is being communicated and what is being received from the other end. Okay, so the effectiveness of the communication is the proper understanding between one person to other person, what is being communicated and what is being received at the other end. Okay, the coming to the organization, the manager is take his decision or orders is properly communicated to the subordinates. Okay, in a manager, he communicates properly in his directions or decisions or orders to the subordinates. Okay, effectively for to complete the work done properly or to accomplish the work from them. Okay, so that's called as the communication. Communication, it is not only or just like a speaking, it is also a listening or reading or writing. Okay, next coming to the importance of the communication. Okay, the main importance of the communication is the fundamental to accomplish the work, and communication the facilitates the planning. Communication helps in taking the decision making, and it is a basis of coordination, and communication improves the relationship, and it improves the moral and motivation, and it is the key to managerial efficiency. Okay, these are the importance of the communication. Now let us discuss one by one. Okay, first the communication, that is the fundamental to accomplish the work. If you take any organization, Okay, if you take any organization, the manager spend most of his time while communicating. Okay, he communicate with his subordinates. Okay, he spend most of his time in communicating. That means either it may be writing or reading or listening or speaking. So in that communication, in the means that it inform or motivate and that leads to the employees for achieving the objectives of the organization. In that communication, that will provide our transformation of the information among the employees. Okay, so without communication, the organization without the communication, as the work is not accomplished. Okay, the communication is must. If the communication is good, just properly we have to communicate with the employees, so we can achieve the goals of an organization. Okay, that's the first point. Communication is the fundamental to accomplish the work. Okay, if the communication is proper, we are properly delegated or give the directions to the employees, so we can achieve the objectives of the organization. Without communication, it is difficult to achieve the goals of an organization. Okay, that is the first importance of the communication. Next, coming to the next point, next importance, the communication that will facilitate planning. All of you know the planning. Planning is nothing but that is the deciding in advance what should be done. Okay, we have to decide in advance what should be done in the future. Okay, that is called as the planning. This planning, it is one of the important function of the management. Okay, planning, it is a important and first function of the management. Okay, this planning requires extensively the communication among the rank and files of the organization. So this planning is done when we get the inputs from the top executives and then the other persons in the organization. Okay, getting the inputs from the top executives or the board of director or management people, and then we will proceed the planning. Okay, the planning is done when get the information or get the key inputs from the top executives and then the other persons in the top level management, then we will do the planning. Okay, so the planning, it will facilitate the communication, will facilitate the planning. Next, it helps in decision making. Okay, the communication, it will be helps to take the decision. Okay, a manager rely heavily on quality and quantity of information in that organization in order to take the decision. Okay, so the managers rely heavily on the quality and quantity of the information in order to take the decision. Okay, so this communication that will be provides the right kind of information to the manager, and it will helps to consider the pros and cons, advantages and pros and cons thoroughly before taking the decision. Okay, so this will provide the information to take the decision. Okay, next, the management is the basics of coordination. Okay, all of you know in the organization, the several departments will be there. The activities of the department that will be divided into different departments or different groups. Okay, for example, production department, marketing department, financial department, human resource department, account department. So all the departments and the divisions of the organization to combine their efforts for achieving the goals of an organization. So the communication is highly essential. Okay, communication is must to coordinate all the departments and the divisions to accomplish the common objectives of the organization. So the communication is highly essential. Okay, and this communication, it also helps to combine their efforts of the interdependent activities in the organization. Okay, and this is the basics of combining their effort in the interdepartment activities. And also the communication, it is the foundation of the all group activities. Okay, communication is the foundation of the all group activities. Okay, and it is only through that communication the common viewpoint of the employees, and then the coordination will be takes place in between the employees. Okay, so they will work together for achieving the goals of an organization. If the communication is stopped, the organization action should be end. Okay, if the communication is stopped, is not proper, the organization action is going to be end. Okay, so this communication that will be coordinate between the different departments. This communication that will be improve relationship. Okay, if the communication is good, okay, that will build bridges between the relationship of the employees. Okay, so that will improve the bondingness of the employees who are all present in that organization. Okay, that will bind the individuals for the common purpose. Okay, so the communication that will bind the individuals for the common purpose. Okay, so that will communication that will helps to transfer the ideas or information or the motivation or the sentiments will be combining together or apart from the work related. So, okay, that will helps to maintain the good relation between the employees who are all present in the organization. That will needs to the organization what exactly they want. Okay, so that will bind the individual for the common purpose. Okay, that will helps to maintain the good relationship between the individuals apart from the work related. Okay, next, this communication improves the moral and motivation. Okay, so in a manager that will carefully listen for the grievances of the employees and have to take the necessary action. Okay, that will improve the moral between the employees. Okay, if the communication is good. Okay, if they so can properly understand their problems or grievances in the employee. Okay, if the proper communication helps to addressing the problems of the employees and then keep the moral and then the motivation high in the organization. Next, it is the key to managerial efficiency. So, in the modern managers, the communication is highly essential and communication is the key factor of the modern day managers. So, the grow or the efficiency or grow or is the or success of the any managers is largely depends upon the communication skills of the employees or communication skills of the manager. Okay, if the manager grow or get the success, so the communication is the very important. Okay, these are the importance of the communication. Communication is just nothing but just you are creating and sharing of the information or ideas or the facts or viewpoints or the sentiments from one people to another people for better understanding. That is called as the communication. Communication means just is the passing the information and understanding from one person to the other. Okay, communication is just not only a speaking, it is also a reading or writing or the listening. Okay, the importance of the communication, that will the fundamental to accomplish the work. Communication is very important for achieving the goals of an organization. If you properly communicate between the subordinates, so they will work together for achieving the goals of an organization. Okay, and communication facilitates planning. So planning is done when we get the key points from the top executives and other persons, so we will do the planning. Okay, we get the information from the top level management, then we will do the planning. Planning is nothing but it is a deciding in advance what should be done. Okay, next, it helps to take the decision. So the communication will give the information to take the right decision. Okay, the several alternatives will be there, so you have to select the best among them, so you have to take the right decision. Communication is basis of coordination. The communication will maintain the good coordination between the different departments and then the different divisions in the organization. Okay, that is the fundamental thing of the organization. So communication is the basics and it is the foundation of the organization. Okay, next, it improves the relationship. The communication will maintain good relationship between the employees or among the employees. Okay, that will bind the individuals for the common purpose. And the communication improves moral and motivation. Okay, the manager will carefully listen the grievances of the employees, so to keeping the moral very high, and then that will motivates the employees to work for the common purpose. And it is a key to managerial efficiency. So if the communication is good, the manager will grow and get the success. So the success is mainly depends upon the communication. Okay, apart from the technical skills, the engineering students should also develop some communication skills. That communication skills to help them to take them to the top. Okay, if you're going to grow on a top level, so the communication is must. Apart from that, technical skills, the engineering students to develop some communication skills. Okay, if you are getting good results in that exam, that will helps to get the first job. Thereafter, the personal skills will be comes into the picture. Okay, therefore, the engineering students, should occupy themselves what should be done in an RS's life in order to concentrate more on to get the first job. So communication, it is very important. Okay. Next, we will move on to the coordination. Coordination, it is nothing but there is a orderly arrangement of individuals and the group efforts by ensuring the unity of action and to realization of the common goals or common objectives. You can call it as the coordination. Our coordination, it is nothing but it is to unite and the correlate the group activities for achieving the goals of an organization. We can call it as the coordination. The other definition of the coordination means just the coordination is nothing but that is a balancing and keeping the teams together by ensuring by the suitable allocation of the duties, suitable allocation of the working activities among the various members in the department, and they will perform well for achieving the objectives of an organization. We can call it as the coordination. From the definition, from these definitions of the coordination, let us know what is the features of the coordination. What are the common features of the coordination? Coordination, it is pervasive. It is there in all the department. It is specific. Okay, it is there in all the departments in the organization. Okay, coordination nothing but it is all pervasive. It is happens in all vertical and horizontal of an organization. Coordination, it is not there only in the organization. It is also there in the outside the organization environment. Okay, coordination is not specific only for inside the organization or within the organization. It is there on outside environment of the organization. Okay, coordination, it does not result in a one time action. It is not a one time action, it is a continuous action. Okay, coordination implies a deliberate action as a part of the manager. Okay, so it becomes to maintain the unity of action in the organization for achieving the goals. Okay, and coordination, it is a group effort. Okay, coordination applies, it is a group effort. It is not an individual effort, but it is a group effort. Okay, that will combine the peoples working together for the common cause. Okay, these are the basic features of the coordination. Coordination means to unite and correlate the group activities. We can call it as the coordination. Okay, combining their efforts for achieving the goals of an organization. We can call it as the coordination. Okay, now let us know what are the importance of the coordination. Okay, the importance of the coordination is the coordination, it increases the efficiency. Coordination, it improves the human relation, and the coordination, it resolves the conflicts which arises in the organization. Coordination makes all the departments to focus together, and then the coordination helps the sharing of the resources, and then it retains and attracts the talent. Okay, these are the importance of the coordination. Okay, now let us discuss one by one. First, the importance of the coordination is there is a increasing the efficiency. The coordination increases the efficiency. If the coordination, it minimizing the wastage of the material and the overlapping of the work and duplication of the work. Okay, and the misuse of the resources, etc. And also this coordination, it increases the efficiency and economy of the organization. Okay, if the coordination, that will brings to the combine and it increases the efficiency of an organization. Okay, and then the coordination, it enables an organization to use the available resources in the optimum way. Okay, if coordination is good, we can utilize the whatever the resources available in the organization in the optimum way. So for that purpose, the coordination, it increases the efficiency as well as the economy in the organization. The coordination, it improves the human relation. Okay, coordination, that will improve the and maintain the good relation among the members or individuals in the organization as well as the group. Okay, so for if the coordination, that will bonding, it binds the individuals for achieving the goals of an organization. Okay, if the coordination is good, so the people will being to work and they will understand, they will adjust with each other. Okay, and then they will develop the mutual trust between the employers. Okay, so that will helps to achieving the common goals of an organization. Okay, if the coordination, so coordination is the main tool for improve the human relation. If the coordination is good, so we can maintain the good relation between the individuals or employees in the organization. Okay, resolve conflict. Okay, generally the conflict will be usually arises in the organization when the difference between the organization goals as well as the individual goals. Okay, the individual perception of the employees in the organization that will different from the others. Okay, so the perception of the organization goals that will create or leads to the conflict. Okay, so the communication is the tool, or coordination is the tool to avoid the such type of conflicts arises in the organization. So if the coordination is good, we can avoid the conflicts in the organization. Next, the coordination makes all the departments focus together. Okay, if you take an organization, the various activities will be there. That activities can be divided into different groups. Okay, for example, there is a research and development group, a finance department, production department, marketing department, accounting department. All the departments in that organization that will be focused to achieve the best results and achieve the common goals of an organization. Okay, so the coordination plays a vital role to focus together for achieving the common cause. Okay, in sometimes each departments, if the coordination is not proper, okay, so each department that will think their own needs and necessities, so without caring the other departments, so that will leads to the conflict. Okay, so for that, to avoid that, the coordination it is required. Okay, if the coordination is proper in that organization, that will brings the different departments together for achieving the common goals of an organization. So the proper coordination is required in the different departments for achieving the common goals. Coordination, it helps sharing of resources. If you take any organization, there is a shortage of resources. Okay, like it may be manpower, or it may be finance, or it may be space, or it may be transportation. If the coordination is good, so we can distribute the resources in the proper way in the different departments. So the coordination is very much necessary. Okay, so the coordination, it helps the uniformly sharing of the resources to the different departments, so we can achieve the best results. Next, it retain and attract talent. Okay, generally the coordination, it helps to maintain a good relationship. Not only maintaining the good relationship, it also helps to increasing the profit of an organization and then the employees. Okay, so naturally the talented youngsters will going to join or attracted to join the such kind of the organization. Okay, the list of best employers in the country people would love to work. For example, either it may be Infosys or it may be Wipro. Okay, the people love to work in that kind of the organization, because they will not only does not depends upon only on the pay scale or the payments alone, and it also the coordination is very much required. So the coordination will play the vital role to comes to know that employers is very good or good employee. Okay. Okay, these are the importance of the coordination. Okay, coordination, it increases the efficiency. If the coordination is good, the efficiency of the organization will be increases, to minimizing the wastage of the material, duplication of the work, and then overlapping of the work, and misuse of the resources that will be avoided, and then the profit and then economy and efficiency will be increases. So you have to maintain the good coordination among the members who are all present in the organization. And the coordination improves the human relationship. The coordination will maintain the good relationship among the members who are all present in the organization. Okay, and it resolve conflict. Any conflict occur in that organization, because the perception is different from person to person. So, and the goals it is different from individual goals. The organization goals will be different from individual goals. So the better coordination is required to avoid the conflicts, and then to make our departments focus together. All the departments will be focused only to achieve the common goals of an organization. So that will be possible only on the proper coordination, and it helps the sharing of resources. If the coordination is very good, so we can share the resources. Either it may be manpower, or it may be finance, or it may be transportation, or it may be space. So the proper coordination will be required to sharing the resources to the different departments. Okay, and then retain and attract the talents. And generally, the youngsters will going to join to work the such kind of industries, like where the coordination is very important. Does not depends only the pay scale, also the coordination plays the vital role to join such kind of organization. Okay, these are the importance of the coordination. Next, we will move on to what are the techniques of the coordination. The variety of techniques will be used by the manager for the proper coordination. One is the coordination by plans and procedures, and coordination by sound and simple organization, coordination by chain of command, coordination by effective communication, coordination by committee, coordination by conference, and coordination by special coordinator. These are the techniques are used by the manager. Okay, the first technique is the coordination by plans and procedure. If in that organization the plans and procedures are highly structured and in place, okay, if the plans and the procedures are highly structured and placed, so the coordination becomes somewhat automatic. Okay, so the plan and procedure is highly structured and it is in place. Okay, apart from these, the other plans, other type of plans such as the policies, rules, budgets, okay, schedules, okay, that will be in a precise terms. Okay, so to avoid the confusion, okay, that is also in a structured way to avoid the confusion, so that will improve the coordination. Okay, the first one, the coordination by plans and procedure. The plans and procedures or rules or schedules, it should be in a proper way, okay, and it will be highly structured, so that will improve the coordination. That is one of the technique they used by the manager to improve the coordination. Next technique, by sound and simple organization. The structure of an organization is simple and sound, it is good and simple, so that will improve the coordination. Okay, the organization structure is sound and simple, that will improve the coordination, that will be facilitated by the coordination among the individuals and then the group of the people. Okay, next, by chain of command. It is very clear that who should obey to whom in the organization. Okay, so the chain of command or the authority and responsibility and accountability, that will be established in a clear cut manner, so that will improve the coordination. Okay, so that by chain of command, okay, everybody should know, it is very clear, so who should obey to whom in the organization. That means from the superior and subordinate relations is also maintained very well. Okay, next, by effective communication. The communication, I already told that the communication is one of the important tool to build the coordination among the individuals, that will be facilitate for the proper understanding between the individuals and then the group of people working in the organization. So the communication is very important. If we communicate well, so the people will understand each other and that will coordinate their efforts and for achieving the goals of an organization, so that will improve, for effective communication, that will improve the coordination. Next, by committee. The formation of the committee to coordinate is the sound management technique. Okay, so you have to form the committee. Committee is nothing but it is a group of people, they are working together for achieving the goals of an organization. We can call it as a committee. This committee will be made up of that knowledgeable, experienced and responsible persons. Okay, that will focus by some functions, discharging some functions by the collective information. So to form a committee or to form a team or task force or interdependent committee, that will improve the coordination. So okay, that is one of the technique that is used for build the coordination or improve the coordination in the organization. By conference. If you take any organization, they will organize a conference in the regular interval just by discussing the problems of the employers. Okay, so in that conferences, the employees in that organization, they will discuss or they will raise their questions or queries and then identify the problems and resolve it in that organization, because in that conferences, the top level management and top executives will discuss with the lower level management or the employees who are present in that organization, that will mutually discuss their issues and then resolve it. So that will improve the communication. Coming to some of the big organizations, that will form a open forum, that will the platform will be created. In that platform, the employees will raise their queries or they will inform their problems in that organization, and then in that forum, the swing charge, the man in charge will resolve that problem by discussing with them. Okay, so that conferences or that open forum, that will improve the coordination between the top level management as well as the lower level management. Next, by special coordinator. Okay, generally the manager have very less time to discuss or interact with the employees in the organization regarding the coordination. In such cases, this manager will hire one assistant or the special coordinator to do the job for the manager. Okay, that assistant, that special coordinator will collect the information from the employees and then analyze them and then select the various alternatives and then to take the step to the taken to the manager. Okay, these are the technique used by the manager for improves the coordination in the organization. If the coordination is very good, we can achieve the goals of an organization. So the communication and coordination both plays the important role for achieving the goals of an organization as well as the for achieving the best results. Okay, and these are the technique used by the manager to achieve the better coordination or improve the coordination. One is the coordination by plans and procedure. If the plans and procedures are very good or highly structured, so we can improve the coordination. And the sound and simple organization, the structure of the organization is simple and sound, so we can improve the coordination among the individuals as well as the group. And the chain of command, that means the authority, responsibility and accountability, it should be in a highly structured. Okay, so we can achieve or improve the coordination. And by effective communication, if your communication is good, we can understand each other, and then if your understanding well means we can work together for achieving the goals of an organization. And committee it helps to improve the coordination among the members. And then by conference, in that conference the employers could share their problems or raise their issues, and then so we can, the top level management will discuss with them and then we resolve it. And then by special coordinators, if the manager have very less time to interact with the employees, in that situation they will hire one person or special coordinator to do the job for the manager. That person will collect the information from the employees and then it will be informed and analyze them and then inform to the manager. Okay, these are the techniques is used to achieve the coordination. So the communication as well as the coordination is both plays the important role for achieving the goals of an organization as well as the good results in the organization. Thank you.